My name is Michelle McFadden, and I'm the Revenue Enablement Tools and Technology Manager for SailPoint, who's one of the leaders in identity security. And I've been there a little over a year and a half, but in the sales enablement world for about 6.5 years now. That's a great question, and one thing we've really been focusing on over the last few days. And I actually just gave a talk on this, but it's really about standardizing to what good looks like for your organization. One approach we've taken at SailPoint was really pausing and looking at what are our different programs and communication vehicles that we already have with sales instead of adding more. And then now when we get an enablement request, which we get all the time, we take those through Asana. We're able to look at them and then tier our enablement programs. Everybody wants to be special and everybody wants that live webinar, but not everything warrants that. And so now we actually take a really strategic approach at what enablement we're rolling out based on what the ask is. And that's really helped us also provide much more value to our sellers in what they're getting. We see them as our customers, and so when they engage with our programs, we want to make sure that they're seeing the most value. Whether it's a sales play or a webinar, that they know when they leave, they know what to go do. Yeah, we're really lucky that our stakeholders are so bought in on our Highspot strategy because we really look at it as how we do all of our enablement within our organization. So we have the training and coaching platform. So that starts day one for anybody who joins our revenue organization. They go through our training online before they come to live onboarding, and then their journey continues there with training and coaching. And then obviously we have all of our sales plays and marketing content that also lives there. But we're really big that when we roll out an enablement program, the base of that always stems from Highspot, and that really allows us to track the initiatives that are successful, not only for ourselves in enablement, but also our counterparts in product marketing. It really, really is. And I think the biggest piece of that stems from having that single point of truth for sales. We actually have quite a few things at SailPoint for sales. Everybody has their intranet and different things. But when our sellers join the organization in onboarding, we tell them Highspot's really their single point of truth for all things. We're really mindful that, yes, we have those key pieces, pricing, and even some HR information available in there so they can feel confident when they're coming to Highspot that they can always find the most up-to-date content, whether that's for their role or for training. They know it's one place that they can go and be set up for success. Yeah, they help us solve all of our problems. No, really, but we do because we use it to accomplish so many of our initiatives from onboarding on. It really has been that key piece because we get all the great analytics that we use to actually drive our value with our organization. So from onboarding on, we actually track what they're doing within Highspot. So all of their trainings that they take virtually, we put that against, obviously they come to their live onboarding, but then we actually look at leading and lagging indicators. So we export a lot of our data from Highspot into our Tableau dashboard. And then we actually look at how they're performing in Salesforce versus the things that we're tracking within Highspot. And then our managers and our role-based leads actually go in and see how our reps are performing. So it's really critical to us to have Highspot because that's how we're actually looking at the health of our reps. And we practice what we preach. So we actually hire on role-based competencies. So when they join the organization, they already know what key things they're supposed to do in their roles, but we actually foster those same things when they join the organization. And those are also things that we're tracking throughout their time at SailPoint to just make sure, again, we told you that negotiations are important to us, but are we actually rolling out any trainings that are going to help you continue to grow in those areas? And again, we really maximize all the data that we're able to export from our Highspot environment. And we go into our business reviews with our leaders and we're able to paint this really great story, not only of how enablement is really helping them, but how this engagement with the programs is really bettering our rep. Yep. Again, I think it stems from the get-go. I was actually just talking with Napoleon, who's our account manager, about this because it is such a high number and it's incredible to see. But it's because we set those best practices from the get-go. So they come in and they take all of their onboarding within Highspot. All through their onboarding experience, it's all tied to Highspot. When we roll out any strategic initiative or host our weekly webinars, they're all hosted within Highspot. So again, that single point of truth where they know they're going to come in and get it. And again, our focus this year has really been driving that extra value. Are they getting value from what they're finding in there as well? Yep, we actually just presented on a few of these today, so I have them top of mind, which is amazing. But a couple of the big ones were, we were actually able to decrease our new hire ramp time by 40%, which was incredible for us. We had a great onboarding program already in place, but we just went private recently, so got some mergers and acquisitions that might be in play. We actually did have a minor one earlier this year, so we really wanted to be able to maximize that time in seat. So we were able to look at, hey, what's really been working? We actually met with some new hires who had gone through and said, what were the benefits you were seeing through these programs, able to make some tweaks, and then we're actually able to get that down by 40% over the last year, which was incredible to see, with actually bringing more people in over the last year as well. And then another one that was really big for our team was actually watching the engagement with our enablement programs go up by 37%. So I think this really stemmed from us taking that time, really putting the strategic enablement framework in and focusing on that call to action for them. Again, if they're going to engage with something that our team is putting together, are they getting value out of it? Do they know how to leave that webinar or that sales play and go out into the field and do better for the organization?